Here's somebody that very rarely makes mistakes. We're going to begin this hour with soccer legend Carli Lloyd, a champion on the field and in the fight for equality. Lloyd is a two-time World Cup winner, two-time Olympic gold medalist, and former captain of the U.S. women's national team. She said goodbye to the national team last week, single tear, retiring after nearly 2 decades representing this country. But she's not done playing soccer just yet. Glad about that. She's heading to the playoffs with her club team, Gotham FC. Jamie Yuccas looks back on some of the greatest moments in Lloyd's iconic career.
We'll try a long hit. What a goal from Lloyd!
Watching Carli Lloyd on the field is a masterclass in focus and speed.
The underside of the crossbar.
She's one of the most legendary soccer players to ever grace the game.
Lloyd on the first time. Carli Lloyd.
The two-time World Cup winner has been on the U.S. women's team for 17 years.
Oh, it's a fantastic goal.
And this year made history.
Carli Lloyd, who will be playing in her 300th game.
She scores when the stakes are high.
Finds the back of the net.
Like this incredible shot from midfield in the 2015 World Cup final.
Off the post and in.
Leading the U.S. to victory over Japan. Growing up in New Jersey, she laced up her cleats at 5 years old with a dream to play big.
Into the middle, Lloyd, the header!
She made that dream a reality, playing for 2 U.S. women's professional leagues.
Chips it in for a second goal.
And became captain of the most successful women's soccer team in history.
This team taught all America's children that playing like a girl means you're a badass.
Lloyd took her leadership role off the field, too, joining her teammates in demanding equal pay for women.
Oh, it's again. Carli Lloyd's putting on a show here.
She leaves the U.S. women's team as the highest-scoring midfielder in U.S. history.
Goal 100 for Lloyd.
And as an inspiration for girls and women everywhere. For CBS Mornings, Jamie Yuccas, New York.
Carli Lloyd, there she is, joins us now. This is her first broadcast interview since she retired from Team USA. Welcome, 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 Carli Lloyd. Soccer fans all over the world are going, no, Carli, no. I look at that highlight tape and I said, I remember that, I remember that, I remember that, I remember that. What does this feel like to you, this moment, and how did you know that this moment was now?
It's bittersweet. I think it's hard because physically I feel so good, so it's not like I'm going out and retiring because my body's breaking down. It's merely a life decision. I've put so many things on hold for 17 years. I've sacrificed so many things. My husband's kind of taken a back seat, my friends and family, all these years. So it's time to just live life and just kick back and enjoy things now.
And I encourage everybody to read the op-ed that you wrote in Players Tribune. I was so struck by that because you said, when you look at the 17 years, the word that stands out for you is hard. This was freaking hard. And the sacrifices and the toll that it took on you.
It was extremely hard. And I think the biggest reflection, and I've been doing a little bit more reflecting and processing my career because I really haven't processed my career. I've just wanted to have tunnel vision and focus and just keep going, keep getting better. But it has been hard. And I think people need to know that anything you want in life is going to be hard. And the ending and this farewell tour that I've been on has been the most rewarding thing I could have ever asked for. And it was because of the hard journey. It's because you appreciate those moments, those times where, you know, I got up
in your garage crying.
Yeah, exactly. I got up at 6 a.m. and I'm doing a run, but it's all worth it in the end. And yeah, it's just been an incredible run, and I've enjoyed every moment.
The arc of your career is so interesting because most people athletically have a great start, and then as they age, they get slower, they do worse. But you were the opposite. You scored most of your goals after the age of 30, and when we were talking earlier, you just said that you actually got better with age. How do you explain that?
I think it's just going about my career doing all the right things on and off the field from day one and never switching off, not taking any shortcuts, doing the ice baths daily, getting the massages daily, eating well, hydrating, and just layering with my training, you know, just constantly trying to get more and more fit. And really just not putting limits on myself. And I think when you live a healthy lifestyle, you take care of yourself, and you don't switch off, and you just live and breathe this, I mean, there's no reason why I wouldn't get better with age.
Can I just ask you about the psychological component of this as well? Because, when you're in the public eye, when you're a pro athlete, you get a lot of negative comments, as you would expect. Some people ignore them. You opted, as I understand it, to make a list of the negative comments.
And save them.
And save them.
Yes.
Why do that?
I was wondering about that too, Tony. Yeah.
Just use it as fuel. I'm a Jersey girl through and through. I grew up just across the bridge from Philadelphia, so you guys know Philly is a rough place to be in, especially as a sports fan. And yeah, I just used those to kind of motivate me, fuel me. I took note of them, and I remember kind of reading this crazy article before the 2015 World Cup that called me the weirdest world-class athlete ever. Took note of that, and then went out and scored a little hat trick in that final.
There you go. You got to have tough skin, that's for sure. But speaking of that, you played longer than me. I played 11 years in the NFL. Prior to that, caught my first football at 8. I know about the long nights. I know about the injuries, the physical ones, but even more so, the mental scars that we can't shake. I know about the world celebrating you while you feel like you're in isolation. The praise not getting to you because the criticism is beating you down. With all of those things, would you do it all again?
I would.
Why, Carly? I was surprised. Why?
I would sacrifice everything. I would give up everything. Because when you see the video and you see those moments and the pictures of the trophy and the glorious moments with my teammates and celebrating Olympic gold medals, who can say they've done that? It's a very, very small opportunity that a player gets, and I've had multiple of those opportunities, and I'm so grateful. But this sport and my journey has taught me so many life lessons that I can help inspire and instill in the next generation, and I'm grateful for
I know
everything.
you're looking forward to spending time with your husband, Brian, with family, and doing more normal things, returning to the world of mere mortals. Anything in particular that you're most excited about, whether it be a place to go,
Being a civilian
an
again.
activity, things to eat that you were avoiding when you were playing?
Vacation is number one. Going to shut off the whole world, be the first vacation where I don't have to worry about staying fit and running. But after that, I got to hit the slopes. I haven't skied since 2005, so my Brian's been anxiously waiting me to get back on the slopes.
How long have you been married?
We have been married coming up on 5 years.
Right.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'll bet he's glad.
Yeah.
I think he's more excited about the retirement than I am.
Well, listen, enjoy your retirement.
Appreciate
You are
it.
an absolute living legend.
Yeah.
Your legacy is not just on the field, it's off the field as well.
And that continues.
That's
Thank
for
you so
sure.
much.
Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Carly.
Carli Lloyd, you're the best.